Hello, hello, hello. And, oh, I like to do that. I like to blow people kisses. I love people. Matter of fact, I love people so much that I would come forward and I would tell them the truth, whether my family likes it or not. And I just really don't care about them anymore. There's a lot of things that I don't care about. For one, Twin Star Credit Union knows that where the money got its start. They know about the Twin Star Credit Union's history. They know about Twin County Credit Union's history. They know about the Twin County that's on Pearl Street, and also like the pearl on the tie that was left in the 727 on 1971 November 24th, the day before Thanksgiving. You know, some dirty scoundrel right there did it. Oh boy, that son of a bitch. And this here boy right here, he was in Morton, Washington, and he was with Richard S. Baker, Bonnie S. Baker's new husband. Bonnie Jean Baker. Bonnie Jean Baker was Bonnie Jean Wright. And Bonnie Jean Wright has also passed her first child off as my sister in this game of treachery that they have done, because this guy here was a Zodiac killer. This guy here was D.B. Cooper. This guy here was my dad. And these son of a bitches would like to cover it up because why? One, they're post-traumatic stress disorder people. They're G6ers. You know what? They got AR-15s, and that 15, 5 and 1 is 6. And I guess that's what makes you a G6er if you have one of those, I guess. But I'll tell you what, the cops are on this side. The cops are on this side. And the drug dealers are on this side, right? Okay, the cops are funneling drugs to the drug dealers. They sell it to the people that's in the middle. Hey man, I need some weed and stuff. I go over here. When you leave, you're fair game for the cops to bust. And another thing, up there, up north, I'm being told that the cops get 20% of the businesses, of the money in the business. Well, that would make sense for them to run me out of business, because I wouldn't be giving these son of a bitches a goddamn dime. I don't put up with extortionists. And my lawyer, James L. Rowland, along with Jerry Ellwright, know each other. And they played me against each other. And these people, my whole family members, but except I think Deborah Anne Wright, that was passed off as my sister, did not know the situation. So me and Debbie did not know the situation, but Patty L. Wright did, and James Martin Wright sure as the fuck did, and Jim murdered Terry Lance Shortridge with an L in the middle of her name, on my bed in my bedroom in 1975. And Bonnie would like to say that they all knew that I lied, when the fact was I was being threatened then by guns, and now I'm being threatened again by guns by Bonnie and Ernie Tobeck. And Ernie wants to be held responsible as much as Bonnie, he explained to me. When I told them what they were doing was absolutely wrong, they absolutely have been accepting money from me for me being there, almost as held as a goddamn hostage. And I was paying $700, I paid $800, I paid $1,000 during the winter. And this woman, Bonnie Jean Tobak, came out there taking pictures of me in the driveway. Yak, 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 yak. And I start doing this to Ernie. I said, Ernie, this is why I don't do business with this woman. This is why I don't do business with this woman. And I'll tell you what, it has everything to do with John F. Kennedy's assassination. It has everything to do with the Zodiac killer. It has everything to do with D.B. Cooper. It has everything to do with the bowling alley that's in Morton, Washington, that they have had the luxury of knowing what they've been doing. And there's many people that's been murdered in lieu of that bowling alley and that whole thing. And these people are responsible for it, such as the Merwins, the 1985 Merwin case. Terry Lance Shortridge, which Jim has already been prosecuted for. He cannot be charged again with it because of double jeopardy. Now, Bonnie and Jerry, they are two people that's prominent into this. And Bonnie had the 30-30 holding it, and she finally sold it to me for $80 a while back. And when I took that gun and I got rid of it to a pawn shop, I told Bonnie wanted that gun back desperately. Because why? Because I had the gun then. Boy, I'll tell you, there's lots of stories to this one. These people have had the luxury of having stuff over me. You know, Rhonda Reynolds was murdered, the State Patrol. The Merwins was murdered. Skip Davis was murdered. And Bonnie brought that up. You remember Skip Davis and their murders and stuff like that? What? Trying to scare me, Bonnie? And I brought this up to you. And I also put this in the videos and stuff. These people do not need to aggravate me anymore. They've basically, Ernie Tobeck was telling me, I need to do this, and you need to do this, and you need, you know, demanding stuff from me after what they've been goddamn doing to me and threatening me. Ernie Tobeck personally threatened me with a baseball bat, and I have actually put a video of this on. This is a very serious thing. Holding people against their will, kidnapping, passing people off as other people's children is really a goddamn violation of so many goddamn different rights as far as I'm concerned. What a goddamn disorganization or organized crime thing that's going on. Hey man, my dad was a mastermind criminal. Just ask Walter Cronkite. Ask all these people. Ask the people that's in the video saying, oh, my dad was such a foul-mouthed person. Well, I'll tell you what. The one woman that sat next to my dad was an FBI agent's wife, and she didn't know what was going down, but that FBI agent goddamn well did, probably. And that woman divorced her husband 2 years after the fact, and Tina now, from what I know, serves food at a, you know, at a food line. Just really nice thing, you know, Christian thing type, fucking very humble person, probably because she was played so goddamn terrible. And I could understand how she felt when she walked out of the plane. She's seen the demeanor and stuff on her face, what had happened to her, how she'd been goddamn played. And George probably told her the fucking truth, that this guy right here was being held against his will. My son's being held against his will. I bet you that's exactly, but you can't say nothing, Tina. You know, my dad was a nice guy. She even joked, share a little money with her because maybe her relationship with her FBI agent husband wasn't fucking doing very well. But let alone, I cannot minimize the stuff that these are people have done in Lewis County. Bill Walker Bagley, you know, they have a Walker's stretcher on the bar up there at that bowling alley for the Fairways Bowling Center. Fairways Bowling Center was Fairlanes Bowling Center, and me and my real estate got involved in that, and they fucking ripped it off. And that motherfucker's paying sheriff's green in it. Fucking, they put decals across it just like a goddamn ripoff, just like that Morton Bowling Alley. They painted it green and they put they put Victory Lanes on it. What it was Terry Lance Shortridge. And I'll tell you what, these people had pictures over there in the cemetery. They wanted me to fucking catch wind of it. And I'll tell you another thing. A person took a picture of Bill Fairhart's cemetery stone right there, and I know the woman that did it, by the way. She knows exactly who I am, and you watch the videos and I say the names and stuff and everything. But I'll tell you what, Bonnie and Jerry Wright, my attorney, James Rowland, all of these are people, Bruce Kimsey, and all these people, they're in cahoots, and they were doing shit that shouldn't have been happening. They should have never done this to somebody, you know, and this game's been played on me for goddamn over 50 fucking years, and I'm a little bit fucking hot on it. What goes up must come down, and I'll tell you what, the down shit is, it's gonna come down upon you. Ernie Tobak, you want to fucking be responsible like Bonnie Tobak. Well, Bonnie Tobak, my dad was this Cooper, right? Bonnie Tobak works up at the Safeways Cooper Point store over there in Olympia. If it wasn't true, it wouldn't be so. You know, you look at my pictures and stuff like this here, this isn't just all of it. You know, we have a lot of goddamn things around here. The law enforcement community, the sheriff came out there and seen me out on the river road, and I'm out there going like this, you know. These people up there, they think I'm going to be fucking hiding from them. I'm not going to be hiding anywhere from them. I'm right fucking here, and I'm here in Camas, Washougal area. And if you come down to the cop shop down here, I bet you these here cops will fucking bring you right to me, and they will hear me giving you a goddamn earful of the fucking truth about that bowling alley being named Millhouse Smokehouse after Richard Milhouse Nixon. I sent a package to Donald Trump and the government and everyone else, and everybody got their goddamn packages. Donald Trump refused this one. And also the Middle East blew up 2 weeks after, 3 weeks after everybody got fucking notified about this, and you can't say that it never possibly triggered the events. There's a Twin Star Credit Union up there in Morton, Washington that's right across the street from the Hasselblad Museum, and it's at 101 Main Street, and it's diagonally across from the bowling alley. And another thing is, my brother Jerry, up on the Middle Fork Road, you can go on Google Earth, and you can look at the photos there. He's got barbed wire up, and he's got pallets laid up against the thing, like, you know, something, you know, whatever it is. And he put markers and stuff out there on the street, very disturbed, you know. Hey man, you know what, he's hiding behind his little fence because he's playing little Hogan's Heroes, and he's fucking got in there. And also, there was a body that was behind, the boy's name was Ott, behind my brother Jim's place. And then there's an adjacent body that was out there by the Bucota cemetery and stuff, that's out there where the 1985 Merwins got murdered. And it's the opposite way of the bowling alley in Morton, Washington. It's a parallel back and forth. It's like a yin and yang thing. Right there, I'll tell you what, there's too many questions to fucking say it's not so and it's not goddamn true. And all these people, what they've done to me up there in Olympia, Washington, I told Ernie Tobeck, I said, you know, this cost me a goddamn lot of money. I said, I'm coming after you guys for my money. I am coming after you for it. There was a motorhome up there. It was dressed up like a bowling alley. And you know what? If these guys wasn't fucking crooked, that bowling alley would still be established the way it is. But I'll tell you what, they ripped that motherfucker off just like they ripped it off from me. It was paid for and stuff. I told my sister, I said, you want my stuff, Bonnie. You want my goddamn stuff, and I goddamn can tell. And she fucking ripped it off, and she goddamn fucking plays this game, and she wants to get everyone involved like that. I won't do it, but I come right here on YouTube. And America, right there's your scum. In Lewis County, Washington, and in Thurston County, Washington, my sister Bonnie Jean Tobak, she works on Cooper Point Safeways, and she needs to be removed from that place. They've got AR-15s. They've been threatening me, and they're a threat to America with the rest of Donald Trump's little weirdos. These people, I talk to them many times, and I fucking will tell you right now, they believe that the election was stolen because they're little G6Rs, and they think, and I got a little toy gun right here, and I started saying, how would you like me to start fucking pointing these things at you like this, because this is what they're goddamn doing to me, showing me goddamn guns and stuff, and fucking threatening with a fucking baseball bat, Mr. Tobeck. So, you know, for me saying I'd kick your fucking ass, I'd goddamn kick your fucking ass because you're my fucking friend. And there's been a lot of people I've fucking gotten in a fight with. I'm still their goddamn friend. But you will be special, motherfucker. You will be special because Ernie, me and you've had a lot of goddamn conversations. You want to sit up and say that you want to be fucking for that, like you're a goddamn martyr. He came and told me, I am a German. You know, like that. Like I said, you are a German American. You were born in America. You are a German American. And America, let me tell you, I don't have very many times between videos. I limited time on uploading. These people have put me in a bad position. But I'll tell you what, I want to be the governor of Washington State, and these guys want to cock block me every fucking inch of the way. And I'll tell you what, if I'm the governor of Washington State, I'll put an end to this goddamn garbage. I'll put an end to the goddamn cops bullshit. The cops can have 10% of the fucking cut inside the city for doing inner city work, but you're not getting 20%, and you don't fucking lean on people no goddamn more. And narcs are not fucking good evidence people. They fucking make up stories because they got a fucking reason to. You know what? They're going to get off less charges. They'll get favor from you, and they'll get dope from you. There's many reasons why these people should not be goddamn trusted. And for number two, you better get some goddamn ethics, because with no ethics, you have fucking nothing. And what will these people prosecute me for? For what? Believing in God? Hey, Ernie Tobeck, why don't you tell these people how I told you every fucking step of the way, everything that would be going on between us? There's people that's rolling around here. They see me doing my thing right here. You know, I'm here at the cruise ship place right now, and you know what? I'm going on cruises and stuff now, and I get to go out and I get to entertain people, and I get to tell them stories. And now you goddamn know how it is to be a real fucking celebrity. Mr. Tobak, Bonnie Tobak, Jerry, Bruce Kimsey. You know what? You want to sell real estate, Bruce Kimsey? You should be selling real estate right in the fucking prison. There's your fucking room, motherfucker. And I'll tell you what, I don't like cussing. I don't like being angered. And this is what these goddamn people have done to me, because they ripped off more than just my money. They fucking went after my family and my children. And that's goddamn enough for me. If they've done it to me, they'll do it to you. And peace. And what you gonna do? I'm just sitting here telling the fucking truth. The truth is sitting right here in front of you, Tobeck. I told you the truth. What'd I tell you? Every fucking thing was the truth. And by the way, I'll take the 20 men out on a fucking cruise ship. Right there, if they don't fucking believe me, they could throw me off that goddamn cruise ship with an anchor around my fucking neck. I believe in the Holy Father, and the Holy Father uses people for very critical things, I would imagine. And watch the evidence and look around, and I'll tell you what, there's more evidence that supports the truth than the fucking bullshit that you guys put up with and do. DBCS sees BS right there in Thurston County, Washington, in Lewis County, Washington. And you know what? Mr. Morningside or Glory or whatever, Roger Morningstar of Morton, Washington, chief of police, called me up after I called up there about the girl, Morton Jane Doe, black girl, got her hands, feet cut off. I knew her. And Jim Kaiser right there, he worked right underneath of her and stuff like that. He should have came goddamn forward on that one. What's Jim Kaiser have to fucking hide? And he lives right there where Terry Shortridge was murdered. Jim Kaiser, I fucking wonder what's up, buddy. And Roger Morning Starch said, hell, about he knew you when I put him under the fucking pressure point, buddy. So I just want you to know there's a lot of goddamn fucking things in this here market on this one. And what am I? I'm a victim in it. Jim Kaiser knows me. Everybody goddamn knows me. Every fucking buddy knows me. You know why? I couldn't believe how many people lined up to come to the bowling alley fucking meet me, and I didn't know goddamn why. It's because I was the hijacker's son. And they were everybody was leaning on these people, and they were saying, it's my family, it's my family, it's my family, and it is my family. America, my name's John T. Wright, often imitated, never duplicated, and I'm right here in Clark County, Washington, and this is where the money was dropped in at 15619 Northeast 3rd Street, Brush Prairie, Washington, right there next to the transponder. My dad did it. I'm right there, and this is the real true story, and there's people out there watching me right now. Nice people, too. You just wave, blue car. And I love you. And you can't do this, Ernie and Bonnie. You just goddamn can't do what I do, because you know why? I'm an honest person, and I love people, and they just flash me with all the blue lights and stuff. They're waving at me. And you see, you just don't get better than this.